Welcome to Arcane the Brewcast. I'm Jamie, your Arcane host. These are our Arcane guests. Thank you for joining us here today. And there's Nick. We're going to be tasting a few different meads tonight, and having some enchiladas. We actually already had the enchiladas, but you haven't seen them yet. But we're going to be going through some of the meads we've made, meads and other wines in the past few episodes, and seeing how we like them. Or how we don't. We'll see either way. Thank you to Mom Rock for the use of their song Conversation in the intro.
Love that song.
Great song. Fun song. Wait, hold up. This is going to be a lot of wine. Let's have some dinner first. Before I brought all these people into my home, I prepared some food. First, I slow cooked some pork in the Instant Pot, seen here still in progress. Once the meat gets close to finishing, I make rice on the side. Then I make a rich queso with butter, flour, heavy cream, finely minced jalapeno, and sharp cheddar. I add a little queso to each tortilla, load them up with rice and meat and a little bit of pickled jalapenos, then top them with enchilada sauce and more cheese. I made about 4 of these casserole dishes, so I'll have plenty of leftover. Now dinner is ready, but I still need to get my mead ready to drink. We need to pour them off of their ingredients. Generally, when moving wine from one vessel to another, you want to use a racking cane to transfer it with minimal agitation or aeration. Unfortunately, I found my regular size racking cane works pretty terribly on 1 gallon batches, so we're simply going to pour them off. I'm using a sieve to catch some of the debris, since a lot of these meads have some grungy sediment in them. But using a sieve, or a cheesecloth, or any kind of filter in an open air environment is going to increase aeration, which decreases the overall lifespan of the wine. I'm doing the quick and dirty method because this is just a gallon. But for best results, get a properly sized racking cane and siphon your wine. One more thing. Last episode we made a mole wine with a gallon of our chocolate red wine. Want to see what we did with the rest of it? Just like with the mole, these wines all need back sweetening to really shine as dessert wine. We're going to add some juice, but the juice won't be enough to sweeten it up, so we're also going to make a sugar syrup. Each of these kegs is going to get a few cups of sugar and a jug of juice. 1 keg will be Welch's red grape juice, another is Welch's Concord grape, and another 3 gallons will be using Trader Joe's cherry juices. I later realized that these juices have different amounts of sugar, and so the Concord keg ends up extremely sweet. Live and learn. With everything ready to go, we start to greet the first of our Arcane guests. These are some of my friends that I've met working at Foolproof Brewing Company. We make short work of the enchiladas, then bust out our first wine. The first chocolate cherry wine is delicious, but I don't capture any clean audio of us drinking it. The grape chocolate wine, on the other hand, well, let me show you.
Even though Jeremy wanted me to kiss him yesterday.
Yeah, I would have kissed you right in the mouth.
I know. I was just like, no. I'm like, I don't want Dana.
It's like a syrup.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this one,
I was gonna do it just to make Dana
This is the
jealous.
chocolate cherry wine, no?
yes.
So how did it go from that to this?
I made a 10-gallon batch, and then each one got sweetened up with a syrup. But I had to make the syrup separately. So yeah, this is the chocolate red wine blend, but it's way sweet. We're probably gonna need to blend this down because this is way too sweet to like
extra sweet.
like it's a little too much. I don't hate the communion wine grape flavor to it, but
What does it smell?
well, no, the flavor's there too.
The flavor.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just too much sugar. What I think I'm gonna do with this stuff,
That's good, right?
I think I'm probably going to first of all carbonate it, which will diminish like the intensity of the sweetness, and then I'm probably gonna cut it. Like, I don't know, maybe I might take like a few gallons out and blend in something else. I don't hate it. It's just way too sweet to drink.
It is very, very sweet. What is even the percent ABV on this?
Even with the sugar doesn't like, because I didn't add more juice.
Yeah.
I think it was just more sugar. So this is probably still around 8%, just like the cherry one was.
It tastes just like juice.
I think what I need to do is just straight up put some brandy right into the keg.
Okay.
Because that and carbonation both will kind of cut the sweetness a little bit. Also, once I've added some brandy, I can potentially I could turn this into sangria. Is the thing. You can always have chocolate sangria.
Okay. Yeah, this is a really good start for sangria. How strong
I gotta
is
say,
it?
I was
Because
really
I could guzzle
sugary,
this on the beach and mistakenly get wasted.
I like the strength right now, but I need to blend it with something, and blending it with something always brings down the alcohol. So we're just gonna have to toss a handle of brandy into this one. Like while I was pouring it, I was thinking it's so annoying that this draft is like pouring so slowly, and now I'm thinking, man, I'm glad I didn't give myself a much larger pour.
Like I said before, we gotta make it through this thing.
Yeah.
On that note,
You gotta
All
enjoy
that being
yourself.
said, I don't hate it. I like sugar, I like chocolate, I like grape. I know we've got a lot to get through, but if anybody wants me to bring out like some whiskey or something, I could put a splash in their glass and we can see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do some emergency whiskey.
Yeah.
We added a little bit of Maker's Mark to each of our glasses of way too syrupy grape chocolate wine. I mean, there's chocolate in it, but I barely taste it.
Yeah.
It mostly tastes like sweet grape.
Yep.
It feels
It's-
like chocolate.
with the whiskey in there?
Yeah.
You can taste
It's
the
got
chocolate
like a
at the end,
smoothness
Yeah.
to it, but it's
Yeah.
very sugary.
Definitely try it with whiskey. It's way better with whiskey.
Yep.
You guys want to try some Imperial Stout? We still have some Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
That was the one from Kyle's
Yeah,
wedding.
this is we
Or
brewed
for
this
his
with
wedding.
Kyle
But
in
then we
anticipation of your wedding, but like way in it.
Yes.
Like way before it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How old is yours?
It was 6 months ago.
Oh,
Congrats.
Ashley's working tonight.
Yes.
yeah.
I've always liked stouts, so when they were working on it with me, they were talking about we could probably put flavors that you really enjoy. So I also enjoy hazelnut, but Ashley really enjoys a lot of the chocolatey flavors, things like that. So we ended up making
French vanilla hazelnut stout.
That sounds awesome
Yes,
too.
because he does that with his coffee. He does the French vanilla hazelnut blend, and it smells amazing. It tastes great too, actually. And I'm not a coffee drinker, so.
That's a tried and
It
true.
was really good. I was
They don't make it, so I gotta blend them together.
Let's do a French vanilla hazelnut mead.
Yeah,
so good.
I could do that.
White girls would love it.
I bet they would. Yeah, we used some cocoa nibs in this Imperial Stout to get like a little hint of chocolate in there.
Right.
Yeah, hazelnuts themselves won't extract much flavor. So there's a good hazelnut extract I like by Brewer's Best, and it kind of tastes like the chocolate in Tootsie Rolls, like that kind of chocolate. It's really good, but I forgot to do it. And after fermentation, we aged it on some oak chips that had themselves been aged in rum. So it's rum chip aged.
That's so cool.
Let's
I got finished my other drink, but
Cheers.
Chips.
first takeaway is, I mean, it's partly because of what we were just drinking, but man, this is dry.
Yeah.
Man, this is dry. Like
Yes.
everything's relative, but I think it's just kind of a dry Imperial Stout as is. It's a little on the drier side.
I don't think
We don't ever back sweeten stouts or beer in general, so I'm not gonna do that. But I wish this was less dry.
Well, how else would
Just
you
like a
like it?
hair. I mean, I know we can fix it with whiskey. So there is some rum flavor, but just directly adding liquor is
All of it needs to be fixed though. Like,
No, yeah.
yeah,
I think
not
it's
necessarily. It's not hitting me very well on my palate right now, but that's the sweet wine's fault. Yeah. All right, now that it's getting dark, let's get back inside and have those meads. All right, now we can get started. Man, even the airlock is like, look how pink this bung got. So pink. All right, so we made 3 different batches of the Conversation Hearts wine. Sincere, Flirty, and Toxic, sorted by sentiment. They look different, but they taste pretty much the same. We didn't get as great of a fermentation as I would like. There's still definitely some residual sugar in this guy, but on the bright side, it still kind of tastes like candy. So I'm gonna pass them along, and we're gonna see how we feel about it. heavy. Set it down all the way, it'll shake up the yeast. I don't want to
Is that the bottom? I don't.
Oh yeah,
That's what the pink stuff is?
Yeah, you don't want to stir it.
Not ideally.
No.
Oh, okay, so
man.
that's not
You don't wanna drink
my
a
like
part of that.
Yeah, you don't want to drink that.
original
Okay.
instinct and like shake the crap.
It's like the pulp in the orange.
Yeah, right. I'm like,
Oh, alrighty.
it's the pulp in the orange juice. Who needs
Yeah,
it?
exactly. And I like pulp and orange juice, but I don't like yeast pulp. Who's really jazzed to have some of these? I did some. Here, Jake. That's our
There you go.
All right,
I'm
guys.
not scared.
Least jazzed.
I might not have done. You get one.
I did not
I need
get
one
one.
more.
You don't get
Oh,
any.
let me get one more. There you go, Josh.
This is
So this is the
Candies.
Flirty
Flirty.
Hearts.
alrighty.
Of the three, the Sincere Hearts had the most candies. The Toxic Hearts had the least candy. So like, of the three, the Sincere Hearts had like the strongest color, and the Toxic Hearts kind of looks the most clear. This was the one in between.
That's beautiful.
Oh, it's wonderful.
This one tastes sexy.
It's sweet. It's sweet, but it's not like the syrupy
It's
grape
not-
stuff.
No, it's not at all.
It's still you can drink that.
It's not sexy.
The
it's
flavor is
flirty.
also very, very light.
I'm really pleased with how much like of the berry flavor. Like a lot of times with sugar wines, like all the flavors will ferment, and you just end up with just alcohol water. And this still kind of tastes like candy.
It's interesting because like when I smell it, I just got like yeast. It's a smell, but
I'm getting kind of like the flavor in the finish is just kind of yeast, and it's kind of like a bready. Like it's
not bad.
no, not bad at all.
Because it's got that like kind of sweetness and like you said, the berry to kind of balance it.
It gives me kind of the texture of the candy hearts too. On the tongue. It's like
Oh,
Is that what you used?
Yeah, these are specifically the very berry Brock's Conversation Hearts.
Oh, nice.
There we go. So we can stand.
And yeah, I think
I was like, my legs were falling
there's a
asleep.
slight. I'm not getting a lot of it, but like mine is like a little murkier, and there's like a slight kind of chalkiness. I think the more of this stuff in the bottom you get in there,
It is a little
the
chalky.
more
We
chalkiness
can
you
share
end
the
up
chair,
with.
Yeah.
One ash cheek per.
It's a little bit.
per
Well,
seat.
it's probably. I'd say probably each pour had a little bit, like a different amount because
It's
of the
like
way
the-
I was doing it.
And what would you pair this with?
You're the best.
Food.
Food-wise, what would we pair it with?
my gut reaction was like vanilla ice cream, but then I don't know.
I felt that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad match.
Vanilla
But
ice
berry and vanilla is always a good combo.
Or like a graham cracker sort of thing.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, like the like a
S'mores.
sweet bready.
Yeah.
S'mores and flirty.
Like
That
not
would play really
banana
well.
pudding.
I love banana
That's
pudding.
wrong. No.
Oh, banana pudding. Well,
But like, what about a sausage?
we'll get to that. It's I can kind of see that.
It's like breakfast.
Yeah.
It might also.
Here I am, white girl going on about brunch.
I'm thinking about like what flavors would pair with this, but I
That
can't
actually
imagine
would
the
be perfectly
circumstances in which I have this and I now need to pick a meal to go with it. The Toxic and Sincere Hearts taste pretty much the same. I'll break them out some other time. Cool. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
No, that's good.
Put this guy back in.
I
And
could
we're gonna
probably
get
drink a whole bottle of that.
into.
No problem.
Ooh.
Tastes like that.
Oh, the
The
different sugar
colors
ones.
on that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So there are some floating flecks. Those are leftover bits of pecan.
You'll never have a lack of things
Don't
to
take 'em
drink.
I think we're gonna complain about that.
What's that?
What's that?
The floating pecan.
The only thing these jugs are missing are the triple X's on there.
Oh yeah.
Skullhead.
Yeah, skull head and crossbones. Like,
Yeah.
watch out.
Sure.
He'll sneak up on
This
this.
guy out.
We can start a band real quick with these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we've got here are the 3 different king cake meads. These guys had wildflower honey. We made pecan pralines, which did have butter. You can kind of see like a little bit of oil scum on some of these, just a little bit. But also pecan bits. Lots of little pecan bits got left behind. Could not strain those out. Could have filtered them out if they weren't 1-gallon batches, but like, just didn't really see them. They also each aged on a cinnamon stick, which I didn't notice any flavor left behind from that. 1 cinnamon stick usually per gallon isn't going to do it. It's going to take more than that, especially since I toss them in during the primary. Usually you want to do it after fermentation, because otherwise it'll just kind of gas off a lot of the aromatics. I wasn't really thinking. Oh yeah, and each one also aged on a plastic Jesus baby.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Jesus, baby.
I don't know what kind of flavor the plastic Jesus baby brought.
I think
too
that-
many
I
other
think it's safe to
ingredients.
say that all this alcohol is blessed.
I can
Yes.
tell you right now, it gave you the flavor of the Lord.
I hope so. But so the thing is,
Higher plane.
they say
Oh my.
they say that you should not ferment brown sugar usually, because like it leaves behind sometimes sulfur flavors if it's sulfured brown sugar. But like these aren't. There's still some weird flavors there. I had a sip of not each of these actually, just this one. And so the 3 different brown sugars we use here, we've got just dark brown, like you get in the supermarket, which is just granulated sugar plus a certain amount of molasses. We've got Panela, which is a unrefined sugar found in Mexico, and then we've got also the Muscovado, which is a different unrefined sugar, but it's like way darker. Let's start with the one I've had, I guess.
I do want to admire the color on all of these. Like, I think it looks really nice.
I'm a little curious why the dark brown one like cleared
I
up
was
so
gonna
much.
say that.
It's
Yeah.
got like it's
You
got
said
way
dark-
better clarity.
Yeah,
you said dark brown, and then I'm like, that's the dark brown.
Yeah.
And like
Say that.
all of these were darkish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna forewarn you guys to not expect it to taste like brown sugar.
Oh boy.
Because it's fermented brown sugar.
That's right. Wait.
Oh,
Little
it's
more?
It's gotta be even.
It's gotta be even. Here you go.
Probably what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna back sweeten it a little bit. I'm gonna make some kind of brown sugar syrup and dose it with it. It still
Kinda like a
won't.
do-si-do.
A do-si-do is peanut butter, so I'm not
Is
gonna.
it?
I think so, isn't that?
No, we gotta cut that in.
Oh,
It's gotta be in the podcast. Like a dozy do. And they're like, anyways.
Anyways.
They are the ones with peanut butter, right? I'm not
Yeah.
mixing up my cookies.
You're not
Okay.
and the band.
This was a refined sugar with molasses. These guys were just dirty, unrefined sugars.
Okay. I'm just sniffing.
Dirty's good.
It's got a good complexion like that.
I like how this wine looks, but wow, it's got
It's
a lot of heat. It's kind of dry.
Yeah.
It's got a Merlot flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of dry and
Or Cabernet.
in a slightly
Yeah.
tannic direction.
Yeah.
It's okay though. It's not.
It's
It's
interesting.
Now, I was not,
Not
expecting
bad.
it to taste like
It's
a
not
brown
strong.
sugar thing at completion, but what I don't know is when I add brown sugar back, what's it going to be like? Because it's got that acidity, right? It's not going to be king
It
cake. I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make a syrup with brown sugar, raisins, and cinnamon. And try, that way I can like taste it and I can taste how much cinnamon there is, like cinnamon flavor, and then dose them with that. It's
Yeah.
still not going to taste like king cake. It's going to taste
Yeah.
like a cinnamon, raisin, weird white wine. But I was considering skipping the Panela because I'm wondering how different is this going to taste from that guy. But you know what? That's the point, isn't it?
It's
Let's
a little.
find out.
It's a
Let's
little.
find out.
Like,
It's
yeah,
a little
no,
murkier.
It tasted a little dry.
Let's find out. I suspect they will all be dry, but I'm hoping they will also be different. Even just a little bit different, honestly.
I like I wish I kind of knew a little more about wine. So
And
I
what
could
was
compare
the
it, but
what was the APV on
I'll
the
watch
first
the
one?
show.
That's right, because these each have a different gravity. This was probably the no. This one's probably going to be the weakest.
Yeah,
This started at 106.1.
oh, there you go.
This started at 106.7. And the thing is, instead of trying to aim for the exact same gravity, I instead used the same weight of sugar, but like some of these had more moisture content than the others, which means less sugar.
So,
And it seems Panela
moisture content
had-
in the sugar.
Yeah, because there's still like that residual molasses that was never extracted out.
Okay.
And that's mostly this one and this one had a lot of that. That moisture. The
Not the middle one? The middle one?
No, the middle one and this one. Sorry, not this guy.
The floaties are the.
Right?
What are the
It tastes
floaties?
like a wine.
What did you say
Yeah.
the floaties are? again?
Let it breathe. So the floaties are probably pecan.
Pecan.
Tiny little bits of pecan. Yeah, but major.
This one for me was more natural.
Yeah.
There's some. So
Very similar.
it's very similar in some ways. There's one thing I don't like. I'm getting something kind of solventy out of this.
Solventy.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but
Like an
What do you mean by that? To make
like
sure
an
we're on the same
alcohol.
Yeah, like kind of a harsh alcohol.
Yeah.
Like an
Yes.
acetone kind of.
It's like in the back.
it gives them acetone flavor in
You
there.
drink, you drink acetone?
Apparently, man.
Acetone is
Apparently.
alcohol, so
Yeah.
Back when I was a kid in
I mean,
shed.
the honest truth is, I think like there are trace amounts of acetone in rough fermentations. I think when like something tastes like it fermented really rough, I think that is acetone. But it like that's why that ages away. It like gases off or chemically transformed. Either way, that's the bad flavor.
What I will say about it is it does give me that same feeling like after taking a shot or smelling gasoline.
Yeah. No, I
kind of like
I would
when
agree
you
with
were
that.
walking to school
Yeah.
and
I'm
you smell
not-
the diesel coming off the school bus, and you're like, that's so nice.
Oh, we have the brown sugars here that we made these with. These are probably gonna be significantly more delicious than the wine. But hey, that also affords us an opportunity for a quick experiment. We can chop up a small amount of these sugars and put them in our glass and see if it makes them even slightly better. If it doesn't, then I needn't waste my time later.
It's kind of a similar, like we mix stuff all the
Shave
time.
off some. Here's some
I
Panela.
call it Nick's Mixes when I go to.
Brown
Or is
sugar
that
is
like
kind
I'll
of
be like
weird by
two different
itself.
beers? I'm
It
like,
is.
Yeah, why don't we
Brown
just put
sugar.
those
But
two
it's also
together?
like candy.
A lot of times it's
I'm like, because you're expecting it to be like super sweet, but it's not.
Yes, I was anticipating it to be.
This
well,
is-
both, and both
it's
of them.
not
It-
sure.
it- like it's kind of very
Not
subtle.
Here,
Yeah.
guys. Try
Yeah.
some Panela.
Vanilla.
Panela. So Panela is a unrefined
No
sugar.
maize.
Unrefined cane sugar.
Crazy.
A little better.
Yeah, a little better.
So that's the sugar that this was made with, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. It's the same kind of sugar. I'm still not nuts for it.
No. not-
But I also didn't dissolve it into it like particularly well.
Oh yeah, you got a little chunky in there.
I'm still gonna give this a try with the raisins, with the cinnamon. Who knows? It might end up being
Oh.
good.
Cinnamon?
Yeah,
Definitely.
cinnamon and raisins. Yeah,
Definitely.
put that in there. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be great, but I think I can make this something that we can get through. Probably not gonna try this recipe again, at least not verbatim. We'll take another crack at a king cake mead. It just won't be this.
I think it was a good experiment. At least.
All right. The darkest of the sugars. I will also note, I don't have any left because Muscovado was my favorite of the brown sugars we had. Muscovado is delicious. It's really
All
good
by itself.
But will the wine be delicious?
Well, see.
Let's find out. Oh,
The last,
yeah.
the last couple of
I'm like, it's weird. I'm like, you would think that like the darkest one would have all.
Did
the
anybody
flavor.
else
It
feel
does.
It's
a
not as dry as
heartburn?
the first one.
It's
No.
not.
with the
No.
I'll be straight up. Wasn't really expecting to like any of these a ton.
But they're not
Because
bad.
they're experiments. I feel
Middle's
like,
my favorite.
I think this one has potential.
Yeah.
Once we sweeten this up,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna taste more interesting than
I
the
think
others.
I
Right now,
I think I
it
agree
tastes
with
like
Dana.
a lot of
like the
nothing.
middle
But
one.
yeah.
It was like that.
A
Like it
whole lot
was a little
of-
sweeter
Oh,
than
this
the
is
other
good
ones.
shit, actually. The palm sugar. We got this one at Not Just Spices, and I think this was our favorite of the
on
sugars we
Hope
tried.
Street.
It did not make it into the episode because the episode was about cane sugar, and this is palm sugar, but it's delicious. I know most of y'all don't have any left. I think the Muscovado actually would have tasted good as a cider.
I
mean, that's not revelatory.
You're
Like
not
brown
wrong.
sugar in cider
You're not
is a thing.
Yeah.
This last one.
Yeah, this last one. I think this would have been good with
apple.
apple.
Like if you
Yeah.
mixed those brown wines with like some sort of apple flavor in them
Good
and added some cinnamon, that would
You
be
could have put
fantastic.
like a couple splashes of like an Angry Orchard in there, and then yes.
Yeah. I mean that might be the simplest approach because
Yeah.
I'm not looking to rebrew a whole batch
Yeah,
just to doctor this
exactly.
batch.
Yeah.
If I can just make it good
do a
enough
mix
to
real
get through a
quick,
gallon
and
of it,
boom, yeah.
Of the three, I like this one the best.
I think I do too. But also, yeah, but the other ones the other ones were already on my palate. So like it's kind of
But
like
the last one and the first one almost
of
seemed
the
like
time I
same.
spent in the pool,
No,
I
I-
preferred the time I was swimming around to when I was dipping my foot or when I was slowly climbing down the ladder. When I was swimming, that was dope. The rest of it, I don't know. I felt cold. I think this next guy is a good segue from all these brown sugar meats because this one also doesn't taste like brown sugar. This is the brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tart Braggot. For this one, we ordered 200 brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tarts.
I saw that.
On
Those are the best parts.
super discounted rate.
Wrong.
And then we
No.
I feel like these are the ones brown sugar and cinnamon. I feel like those you can eat for a really long period of time without ruining yourself for them.
You're right,
I cannot
you're right.
say the same of the fudge.
I do get
the fudge
tired.
Pop Tarts are good, but like I don't
I
like
get tired of
even
them
in
after
one
a while.
sitting.
Yeah.
Two, it's like, well, I think I'm done for
Okay.
the
Oh,
foreseeable
Wildberry.
future.
Wildberry has a special place in my heart.
I will agree.
Those
with
are
you
good.
on that.
All the fruit ones are like I love jelly and stuff.
I only like
that. Yes.
the wildberry ones because of the wild thornberries.
So yeah, it doesn't taste like brown sugar, but
That was a really
Bob,
satisfying.
yeah.
Like, boom, here we go.
I'm not the only one.
Not messing around.
we toasted each one of these Pop-Tarts. Some in the oven, some in the toaster. We just had it go
So you toasted
constantly.
them before, like grinding them up.
Yep, toasted them before using them. And then we broke them apart and blended them with amylase enzymes to kind of break down some of the starches in the bread. And then we made a mash.
Know what I.
What I'll say is I don't smell the cinnamon on it.
Look at that
No.
sample.
Oh,
You
that's
guys
pretty.
saw
Less cinnamon than the last one.
And I don't smell Pop-Tarts either.
No. I wouldn't get Pop-Tarts. There is a breadiness that's in there vaguely. I'll put this out here. I like this more than the brown sugar.
I like this a lot.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
I think we can all
This is
agree.
Very good.
This is smooth.
It's got like.
Oh,
Well, what?
We have some.
I think okay, so I think I wanted to like the brown
wanted to like
sugar.
This is definitely.
That's fair.
But
They're not
this is wonderful.
I like this. It's so I'm kind of getting some notes of like kind of like a malt liquor
Yes.
from the grain.
Okay.
Like it's definitely.
It definitely
Some are
gives you-
hovering between white wine and malt liquor.
I'll
Yeah.
go with
Flavor
it.
wise.
It's like a white wine, but if
thank
it was a Colt 44.
Look at this guy. A Colt
And
44.
Jake is the man.
There is
Pumping yourself with
something
water.
weird in there also, and without any other way to identify, I assume that weirdness is from the bread. This had a lot of bread in it. Bread has oils, lots, you know.
Does that affect the fermentation process? Like
It
or any of
can.
that?
So, like, oil can change, like, the consistency of the solution the yeast is fermenting in, and that sometimes can make it harder for them to, like, reproduce and get to food and stuff.
Okay.
But I don't know that it was that much oil.
It's like if we covered you in oil before sending you to work, would you still do your job?
It's like,
Probably, but
I would
is
probably
it harder?
yeah, I
I
couldn't do my job well.
What's
Braggot's
next?
good.
What's next?
I think it's time to move things over to episode 3, Lactomel. So, we're going to have the Shamrock Shake Lactomel.
Whoa, you get
Why are
it.
you doing that?
She's super cute.
She is such
These
a
guys actually turned out kind of boozy.
No, you should not drink.
So what we got right here, this is the Shamrock Shake Lactomel.
hesitate?
This is the one
I was like,
where we got the Shamrock shakes and we melted them down.
I'm really surprised it didn't come out green.
Well, it was green for a while. The green curds dropped out.
The green curds.
Yeah, the curds.
Yeah.
You know, the cheese curds.
They're kind of like cheese curds, but they were
That's
green.
gotta be
Not like a group of people. The curds, like
and eating
curds.
yeah, drinking the curds in way.
Alexis, thoughts? I feel like you have something you want to say.
When you said her name, it sounded like you were saying Alexa.
That's
I
got a little
thought-
As I said it, and I was
A
like,
little bit.
No, she's listening.
So right off the bat, I'm getting mint, but it's not the mint from the Shamrock. I'm getting like a sort of a chlorophenol-y kind of mint.
I'm sorry, I don't like it at all.
I also don't like it.
How do you?
That tastes like medicine.
But
It does.
It does.
That
yeah.
tastes like
So,
medicine.
medicinal is one of the notes associated.
But wait a minute.
like
They also
soda
have like
and
stuff like
Gatorade
Aperol,
together.
which people drink, which I'm like, that tastes also
Maybe?
like medicine.
Well, I've had it.
No?
It does taste like, it does taste like the medicine that you
Listen,
drink.
I'm a man who's had soda and medicine mixed together, and I can say,
No, soda and Gatorade.
oh, Gatorade.
Yeah. Red Gatorade and soda in there. Dr. Pepper.
That's a good idea.
All right.
Amazing.
Red Gatorade and Dr. Pepper.
why?
It tastes just like cough syrup.
Why?
Big dog, you
Where did you learn
Well, you won't know until you try.
That medicine flavor that we're talking about, that medicinal flavor, that often is associated with high octane fermentations. Anytime the yeast gets stressed out super hard, ferments super hard, you can get
No, here's the kisser right here again.
you can get a few different off flavors, but chlorophenols are one of the ones that can bring that kind of medicinal flavor.
And
So that's probably what we're tasting here. If I was to do this again, it would probably be like a slower fermentation to like get less janky.
This definitely tastes like I had some cold syrup medicine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the green stuff, not the.
No,
I feel like this
I'm not getting the red stuff.
I
I'm
feel like
still
this is
trying to
what
understand.
ether would
I
taste
remember
like.
the dip because I had some of the dip with the grape.
The dip was
crackers.
great.
But yeah, that was great. What on earth is this?
I'm getting.
This is
not
what
like
happens
this.
when you take all that other stuff out.
Is this greasy too? Is this oily?
Probably a little bit.
I'm
Because it started
getting
off
the
as
flavor.
milk.
I'm getting the
No, after
flavor.
you said that,
There's
like,
gonna
I
be-
can taste the oily.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
say greasy or oily, but I would say it's a little
If
bit
anyone needs a
slimy.
dump bucket.
I don't know. We'll see. I might age it on spearmint and,
What's that?
and vanilla
Jungle
bean.
juice?
I like.
I might just kind of leave it and see how it ages.
I like
I don't
it.
even.
We'll revisit this in like,
Some of them I just.
I don't know, a while.
Fair.
Come back to it in a year.
Jamie,
no,
I'm sorry.
No, I like that.
No, you don't,
I think
you don't have to apologize for how my wine tastes.
No, all this is
But
an
at the same time,
and this is why
I don't have to apologize for how my wine tastes either. Sometimes a homebrew doesn't turn out the way you would have liked it to. And hey, you didn't do that. Your friends didn't do that. The yeast did that, and they didn't get paid for it. So you know, buck up, drink it, or dump it.
But you know,
I'll drink it for you.
Or get Dana to drink it for you. Ooh, it had a little.
I really
It
like
did.
this one.
Ooh.
Buttermilk Lactomel's got something to say.
Buttermilk.
Okay, so this one did not start off with menthol in the mix, so hopefully it's a little better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
just had a
yeah.
wine.
That's cool.
It's
And
it's not live music,
Huh.
but they had like music playing.
Yeah.
Oh,
So this is
Oh,
that.
there you go.
And
Yeah,
it would
it's
be like
complex.
It wasn't like.
I've never actually done
It
it.
doesn't. It tastes like a little bit like the other ones, but without the medicinal. But it's got its own weirdnesses.
A little weird about it. But it was
No, it is a little weird.
and there's no Shamrock shake
It's like
nothing
you
in here.
want
This
to
is just
taste
a
the menthol
buttermilk
in it?
lactomel.
Get that thing.
Yes, this is buttermilk and whole milk.
So Jamie,
I
why
like-
don't why do you think you don't see more lactomels on the market?
Yeah, you really
That's a
did
great
plastic
question,
apron. So
I
like,
like menthol was like the best
It's
flavor, no?
interesting.
it
For sure.
tastes
I'm
good
kibitzing.
going down, but the aftertaste.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
I'll say what I'm
smells
getting
like
with
it.
this.
Yeah.
I'm not getting sour like sour.
No, not like lemon
Like
sour.
I'm getting a
but like-
slight
refrigerator,
sour
if you
like
will.
milk
Yeah,
sour.
Sour
Like,
milk.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
what
Yeah.
Oh, because
it's
and
not
And a little oily,
and
right?
Sounds like
A little bit of it.
That is what it
I haven't even tasted it.
What is green
It's a
water?
little
The
gas in this
aftertaste,
one.
or you want
Are you
like
drinking
You gotta be careful,
algae?
there's a
like a
splash.
pool that you're not like taking care of. It gives me that aftertaste. Green water.
So you've drinking
yes,
water from a swimming pool that hasn't been taken care of.
Smells.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I mean, probably not on purpose. Probably not on purpose,
I
right?
jumped in.
No. Why did you jump in an unkept pool?
Yeah, I get the sour milk.
Well, because
Okay,
they doubled theirs.
I've been there.
Spoiled milk.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting?
That's what it
Notes
smells
of it,
like,
yeah.
but it
Yes.
does not taste
It's
like.
not.
I get the taste.
I don't drink spoiled milk.
I'm like, yes,
It's not
yes,
utterly horrid.
yes, I've swam in green water, but no, I have not tasted spoiled milk.
But you smelled it though, right?
You've never drinking spoiled milk?
I definitely smelled it.
I
And it's one of
smell
those things
drinking.
I don't hate this actually, but it's unusual, and I think it could use some fine tuning. For one
I don't
thing,
hate it. Like this one is
maybe it
definitely better
shouldn't
than
be
the
this
last one.
strong.
Yeah.
Maybe there's enough weirdness in this flavor without adding the complications of a high octane fermentation. That's my immediate takeaway. My secondary takeaway is
That aftertaste.
lactomels are kind of funky in kind of a weird way.
Yeah.
I kind of want it to be sweeter, but I don't know if it's gonna
There's
be.
there's
I don't know
still
what's
there's
gonna
more
happen. I
sweetness
think
than
it's
this
still
one
gonna get that
had.
aftertaste.
No, I think
Yeah.
it'll still have it, but what I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna make another lactomel. I'm not even going
what I
to
got out of it,
apologize.
like,
I'm not gonna apologize.
I would have a couple of them, but I wouldn't drink it all night.
You're like, I don't even know.
That's really how I felt about it.
Not gonna be my but is that gonna be on the
Because
I'm
my-
giving you what makes me happy.
My
Screw
evil
everybody
homebrewer,
else.
the
Get
evil
that
homebrewer Jamie
Yeah,
is
no.
actually eviler than evil
Right.
DM.
And
And evil DM Jamie is like a mind flare and a lich and an aboleth, but evil homebrewer Jamie
yeah.
intends to make
Absolutely.
more of this. Some notes that some people get sometimes from a lactomel are pineapple, which I'm not really getting, and cereal milk, which I kind of am a little bit.
I could-
Cereal
I-
milk.
Yeah,
You know what though? I could get the pineapple thing.
might be there. I
Yeah,
mean,
it is.
I'm sure it's
A
there.
little
I
bit.
just didn't taste it.
You know
But
what's gonna happen now?
But so the next
I would
mead I intend to make is gonna be a cereal milk mead. So we're gonna give Lactomel another chance to impress us.
How about a Captain Crunch?
But I'm gonna go for Honey Nut Cheerio.
Nice.
Honey Nut Cheerios. Yes.
But hopefully
No beat.
we're
You
gonna
could do a Captain
something that
Crunch.
starts a little lighter because I think
I see.
1.101 is just a little too high of an energy. I was thinking if I'm going to be keeping dairy
Soak for a
around,
little while. That
at
is
the
so
very
Yeah,
least,
yeah.
there should be the maximum amount of alcohol.
Even when my teeth were
prevent
really good,
spoilage.
it was still a gum bleeder.
But you've got the complex weird flavors fighting against just
Why do you want me to kill this?
objectively
Kill this.
bad weird flavor. There's a lot to bridge.
Yes, it does.
So I think what I'm gonna do is try a lighter version of this. And also instead of buttermilk, I'm just gonna use salt.
Yes.
I'm not doing myself any favors starting with buttermilk.
Watch a lot.
Not buttermilk.
Interesting.
Milk, but not butter, but not butter.
Good experiment.
I've like watched the
Maybe
ones that-
requires more fine tuning for sure. So what I've got here is the Mucho Myrcene Mango Melomel, which is the this is the mango mead that we made from the Arizona mango juice, with a little bit of THC in it. Just a little bit. Our estimations, and this is based off of estimations on estimations. We estimated how much THC was in the trim, and then we estimated how much was extracted, and then we estimated how much we put in here. It's all estimations.
Maybe just
In terms of alcohol, this is far from the strongest mead we put out here. We didn't want too much alcohol since we already have THC in here too. So this should probably be around like 8%-ish, maybe less.
I'm kind of getting that medicine taste again.
No, that's your palate. Yeah.
No. So
I had a cigarette before I had it. I
So
think my palate's fixed.
there is some bitterness in here, a little bit in the finish. That is the weed. That is the weed.
Oh,
Yes. I did a green dragon extraction, and that leaves a lot of bitterness behind.
Now that you say it, you're right.
This is
I know.
tasty.
I know.
I feel like I'd be able to have like a little bit of mint in there too,
Yeah.
just like mint juleps.
A little bit of mint.
It is a Kentucky Derby day.
So
Yeah.
fancy.
Oh yeah.
You gotta put the pinky up.
I forgot about that. Some horse.
Horse.
For sure smoother than the
one
lactomels,
guy
but
got,
also than the cake stuff. It's great.
That is something that I could just drink all night and not realize I'm getting fucked up until it's too late.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
we put
I'll agree with
happens
that.
to you.
we kept the dose of THC pretty light in this, so as not to accidentally.
What time
fuck
did we
people
take
up.
this?
Well, you don't want to overpower it either. You know,
but what-
it's meant to
You
be
don't make
alcohol.
me high.
What would you think the
Not
percentage
marijuana.
is? Is it like having a 5 milligram?
What do you mean? It's not.
So my
THC,
estimation is that having 5 ounces of this is roughly a 10 milligram dose.
So what you just
But-
give us?
I will say,
5 ounces is about 150 milliliters.
So I was like,
so probably
Can I
like
get-
2
a little
milligrams.
less than
Okay.
Oh, that's not.
Here's another thing. I kind of estimated high. I wasn't trying to make my THC content sound more impressive.
Yeah.
I was erring on the side of caution.
Yeah.
So this is probably weaker, partly because I'm basing this partially off of the THC content in trim that we've made in the past, but this stuff we de-keefed a little bit,
I have a question.
so it's not going to be as intense.
How do you?
But still,
I
gotta err on the side of caution.
was like,
Gotta err on the side of
how do you
caution.
just get like the THC in there?
Keef
Like,
is
what's
good.
the process going
So
through it?
what you do after you've decarboxylized the weed?
Explain that to us.
Watch episode 5 to find out what decarboxylation is.
Please enjoy responsibly.
Yes.
If you do not feel safe to drive, Uber, Lyft, friends.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Responsible.
I'll just
Absolutely.
sleep in the car.
Guys,
Oh no, don't worry.
we've all
I
had a
think
lot
that's
of fun here tonight.
Yeah.
But mixing THC and alcohol can
He
be a
doesn't
dangerous proposition.
Not for that
So
reason,
before
but
you ingest,
see
make
that.
sure you know your tolerances and don't fuck yourself up and blame me. Please don't blame me. Just don't blame me, okay?
Oh man, Jamie, I got pulled over and then
Fuck.
what are you doing today?
That's all I need.
Welcome back to the Arcane Brewcast, where Jamie and Jake make things that we might like or we don't.
Hey, David,
Yeah.
could you
We're
give us a
gonna
quick dab?
Holy
Oh
shit!
wow!
Woo!
That one
Oh,
popped
that
right out.
was a nice pop.
That
Pop up.
concerns me.
So
actually,
is
a
it
little.
better to have the pop?
You know what?
you said it
Actually, this
concerns
isn't
you.
fermenting because this came straight from
It's
a keg,
not wine.
but it still
So the pop
concerns me a little.
Is better.
So this
Is that another
is
pop
some of
pop?
our taco mead. I think we've mentioned this a bunch of times at Foolproof. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to try it before, but
We're
this
gonna
is
get rid of
This smells
This is
right.
some of
Might
our
smell it.
No,
Yeah,
smell it,
definitely
smell
good.
it, smell
yeah.
it.
You get
Chill
this heavy,
that one. We're good.
heavy cumin
Oh, it
aroma.
smells like a taco, alright.
So this taco mead,
is this?
this was made.
Whoa! What?
This was made with orange blossom honey, ground cumin, jalapenos, and green peppers.
human. She let me smell it. It's,
The
I
cumin
smell
is
the
very
jalapenos.
strong.
so, yeah.
I feel like I smell the jalapenos and I smell the tortilla in a funny way.
Yes.
That would make more
Oh,
sense.
it's like you ground it up and put it in a liquid.
But Kyle,
Is it
it
spicy?
smells
It's
like
not
that, but
Well,
it tastes like that.
I
It
did
tastes like
grind up.
heartburn, actually.
I did grind up cumin.
It
And
just
put it in
tastes
the
like
liquid.
the
I'm coming over. I'm
aftermath
trying to.
of
I'm
the
trying not to
pop.
throw my fat head in the
Do you want a
on
little
the
more?
camera.
Or you just want to?
Oh, is that the same?
Yeah, this is the taco.
Did we have taco earlier?
Yeah, have you not had the here?
No.
We haven't
not
had it
today.
earlier
Not
today,
today,
but you
not
might have
today.
had it in the
No.
past.
He
Yeah.
said he might have brought it into full proof.
Huh.
Yeah, I might have brought this into Foolproof before.
I
I
think I
assume I
with
must have at some
tacos,
point.
I think I
but I
tried.
think I
Holy
had
cool.
that with tacos. Like,
But
He didn't say it was
drier version.
Give me the apple. It's not the apple.
Hoping not popping down.
I don't like that.
It's a little drier than I remember. I did back sweeten this one.
Okay.
And, it's not dry. It's just like this was never a sweet wine. I feel like it's gone from semi-sweet to like just a slight hint of a notch below. I don't know. It's still good, but just the
I
more
did
sweet
give
you
you
have, the more like.
But it's
the,
not. It's not the apple itself. It's the peel.
Yes.
Nobody cares about you.
Peel crispness.
I can see that. That's probably from the yeast because yeast can like that apple. One of the flavors in apple peel is an ester that is produced by yeast fermentation. Like our seltzer has a strong.
That's what I'm looking
don't know the name of the chemical offhand, but I do know peel is that's one of them. So some of these guys have already had this. In fact, maybe all of them. But this is the Coco de Mayo. This is our mole red wine.
I like the Coco.
We made this one for just the last.
Coco
just
Mayo?
uploaded this episode yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It's like Mayo or Mayo.
That's last call.
Like mayonnaise.
The Coco of
Cinco
Mayo.
de mayonnaise.
Cinco
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de mayonnaise.
That's the American version. Actually, Cinco de Mayo is the
Cinco de
American
Mayo
version.
is not the Mexican Independence Day.
Now, after just having the taco one.
Yeah.
To
Well,
compare
and
the
a
two.
little bit. She's
And
been
Kyle
doing a
was
lot of studies
saying-
on
This,
how
I think,
THC
would
and
really go
alcohol
very well with like
interact and
actual
can cause
stuff,
issues.
actual tacos. But then
I didn't
you
actually
mentioned
like
that it would be
It's
good
like
for
the
a dessert.
dessert
because
with the
weird,
taco
yeah.
or like after
Because
the
this-
taco.
Anyway,
have a cigarette and
All you have is like,
It's got sugar.
the mole's fine. I like it. I like
Salty?
it. We've had a fun night tonight drinking a lot of meads and wines. Some of them were really good. Most of them were just okay. And a couple were downright awful.
Yes.
But we're going to keep on improving. We're going to keep on brewing. Thank you guys all for coming over here and sharing this
Clap.
lovely
Everybody
evening
clap.
with us. Woo!
Taylor, we're clapping for you.
Clap. You gotta come up.
You guys
Everybody
have all
clap.
been delightful guests.
Oh, that was awesome.
And
Oh yeah, no. Thank you for having
we
us.
should do this again sometime.
What do you usually say near the end of the episode?
Oh well,
Like, comment, subscribe.
and I usually thank Mom Rock again for the use of conversation.
Yes.
Sorry about the podcast. I gotta do this.
Oh yeah, we'll take that week. Sorry guys, podcast is canceled. Dana's got a pass.